Because I really want to make this work if you do. And it's a lot of shit going on with work stuff, and I started seeing Lawrence again, and the only person I want to talk about any of this with is you.
Wow. Typical Issa. Calling to talk about yourself. Why am I even surprised at this point? You are still the same selfish ass, messy ass, using ass bitch!
Hello and welcome back to Insecurity, the official recap podcast for HBO's Insecure. My name is Crystal.
And I'm Hey Friend. Hey. Brr, 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 brr.
Bitch, episode 9 though.
I'm sorry. That was awesome.
Bitch. It was incredible.
I feel like I say it every episode. Every episode is my favorite.
Right? I definitely do feel like this is my favorite of the season thus far. We had so much that happened. So let's get into it. But as soon as I saw that it was called Lowkey Trying, I was like, okay, girl, I'm optimistic. You know, maybe we'll see Molly in therapy. But we're starting with watching Issa and Lawrence fall back in love.
Oh my God. I love
It's a singles awareness scene. That's right. They are fucking and eating and drinking and fucking and working and talking and fucking again. I'm like, okay, girl, we get it.
What more does one need in life?
Oh, man. Like, okay, bitch, I'm single in quarantine. So this is really fun to watch and not at all lonely. But they are chilling on the couch when Lawrence asks which artist is playing. And so when Issa opens her phone, she sees that she has a text from Nathan. And I was like, here we go with the dumb shit.
Shit, bro. You know, I was like, Issa, don't do this. Don't do this.
And she didn't. She decided to just be upfront with Lawrence about it. It's all so that good. Honest, open growth shit that I love.
So good. Immediately, too. I love she didn't waste no time. Saw the text, looked up, and was like, Lawrence, have I told you about Nathan?
No.
Boom.
Nathan is a guy I used to date a while ago, but we're just friends. And he asked me to help him move into his new spot this week.
Oh.
But I don't have to if it makes you uncomfortable.
I got you turned out like that?
Okay, now you relax.
And we both know that I have not. But, you know, he and I are just friends now. We did used to fuck around, and I committed to helping him move, but I will back out if it makes you uncomfortable. And that's when Lawrence is like, oh, okay, I got you turned out like that. Yes, nigga, obviously, clearly, obviously, nigga.
They're so goofy. It's so damn cute.
Yeah. She wants to be honest about it because she doesn't want to mess up whatever they have. And so then she's like, what is it that we
I saw it coming. You saw it in her face, right? I was like, uh-oh. She about to ask, so what are we doing, brother?
And I thought he was going to be like, you know, we just keeping it chill. We just keeping it casual. But he was like, nah, sis, what you want it to be? And so that's when they start having the even harder conversation because she's like, yeah, I don't know. But, you know, are there any loose vaginas in your life still flapping around?
What the fuck? You asking about Condola?
Oh, I mean, since you brought her up.
Yeah, we talked and it's done.
Like we said at the block party, that is the last, I believe, that we have ever seen of Condola. I do believe that's over. And you can see Issa trying to swallow that smile when he said that. She's like, oh, okay, that's cool.
She was like, oh, really? Oh, okay, that's cool. And everything.
Yeah. If you, all right. Oh, yeah. If you say so. But that's not all because she don't know about fucking no trolley nigga, okay? She's not sure that she can do that. So, you know, if you're going to San Francisco, that might be an issue for me. Don't really know that that's going to work out. But Lawrence is like, look, I still have to nail the interview. Don't put the trolley before the horse before the trolley.
We all collectively were like, brother, like, what?
Please, nigga, please. That pussy do got you dizzy. It do. It got you dizzy, and the only cure is a little bit more of it.
I was just going to say, he told her to fix it, too, and she sure did.
God damn.
What a great scene. What a great scene. Very medicinal.
You would just swear that Fran had a man over there.
Hey, you know, things are changing.
Okay. All right, girl. But anyway, praise God. Because Molly is back in therapy. Yes, the fuck she is.
Yay! Let's let's clap. Can we just clap for a second, please?
Dr. Rhonda, we have fucking missed you, girl.
We missed you,
We
Dr.
have
Rhonda.
fucking missed you. But I have to say that this session went exactly like I thought it would.
Please tell us.
It absolutely did. So, of course, Molly comes in looking incredible. Never flawed. Ever. But she has them defenses up high, and she is totally blaming Issa for the fallout from the block party. And when Dr. Rhonda's like, I can see how stressed you are behind this and the issue with Andrew's brother, and she don't even want to say his name. She spits it out, Victor. But Molly reiterates that she thinks Issa went behind her back with Andrew. And again, as someone who loves words, I have to disagree. But all right, girl, I'm not even going to argue about it with y'all no more.
Let her have it. Let her have it.
You. I've just been feeling so tense all the time. Like I'm dreading something, but I don't know what.
And you think this stems from Issa?
She crossed the line by going behind my back with Andrew.
Is there anything you feel like you could have done differently in the moment?
Honestly, no. She has to apologize.
I'm sorry, but that part was funny as shit.
I'm like, bitch, are you serious?
How you gonna tell the therapist, no, actually, I couldn't have done it differently.
Right. I said, oh, guess what, girl? Here comes the kick in the motherfucking teeth.
Here comes the reframe.
That's right. Girl. Here comes the read, girl. Are you ready for it? Because Dr. Rhonda says, I'm going to show you what I've noticed.
That I've been noticing. Someone angers you, put up the walls, and then you shut down.
But Issa was out of line.
The same could be said of Victor and Torian and Dro and your dad. They were all out of line at some point. You're absolutely right, but you want to be right, or do you want to be in relationship?
And it's weird because she has managed to get over it with all them people except Issa. But
well,
okay.
I mean, think how the hell she gave her dad, though. It takes a while. It takes a while. But she just got over it with her dad, like barely. But like you said, I do love that the therapist is back in action because the way that she can reframe shit. You saw Molly had no rebuttal. She was like,
oh,
okay, girl.
Fuck me up then.
Oh, you got that. You got that.
And when Dr. Rhonda asks if the relationship is still serving her, Molly can't really answer that. She doesn't really get that.
Right.
But when she reframes it like, do you want to do the work of fixing this relationship? That's when Molly was like, oh.
I actually don't. You can see it in her face.
There's a little bit of foreshadowing there. But Issa is at home, busy working, making plans and things for what she's got going up next when she gets a text from Nathan telling her that she can come through to help move anytime after 3:00 on Tuesday. And she sends back a thumbs up, but that face looked like it's about to pull a friend and be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I was dead at that dry ass thumb. I hate that thumb. Don't send me a thumb.
It's so bad.
Keep it.
I said the same thing earlier in the season when Andrew sent Molly that thumbs up. It never means that things are okay.
No, that's a passive aggressive thumb, okay?
That thumbs up means I am probably going to flake.
I don't
Just
even
so
send
you know.
them, and I'm the queen of flaking.
You are. But Issa calls Kelly of all people, who of course has her voicemail in both English and Spanish.
I was surprised she didn't have it in her UK accent.
Oh no, see. Let that be the end of that. Please. And we learn, I think we noticed this last episode maybe, but her last name is Penny, which I think is a nod for Princess Penny.
Yeah, I caught that too. That was super cool.
I love how y'all are throwing these things in here, a little
Easter eggs
on the season. But Issa leaves a message asking for Kelly's advice, and I was stunned. Like, bitch, what the fuck timeline are we in where you are calling Kelly? Kelly? Is that what we doing? But we can tell that she's desperate because then she turns around and calls Amal. I said, oh no, bitch.
Amal what was he eating too? Eating some chicken or some shit?
It looked like jerk chicken because it was fucking him up.
Spicy as fuck.
And he was focused on that damn chicken. First of all, answer the phone with, what's up, Stanley died? Nigga. Why would that be the case?
The fact he is the worst person.
The worst person to have this conversation with right now because he is agreeing with everything she says. He does not really care. Like, oh yeah, maybe the whole situation is messy with Nathan and, maybe you shouldn't. But then again, yeah, maybe Lawrence is fine with it and everything
He was
will
like,
be cool.
yeah, girl, whatever you want it to be. All right.
Right.
But honestly, I was surprised by that because remember the cutest part of their dynamic this season has been how he's kind of been like reframing things for her because of his work with his therapist. So I was kind of fascinated that he didn't care at that moment. He's like, I'm not doing all that. Not today.
Yeah, I didn't even pick up on that. I thought it was funny when Issa told him that she and Lawrence were like kind of working on stuff.
Oh,
he was
my
like,
God.
oh, do he know that?
When I tell you I laughed.
Oh man. And then when the waiter brought him that water talking about, I told you, nigga. I told you our jerk chicken is nothing to fuck with. You thought I was playing with you.
Or even when she was telling him that she's chilling with both Nathan and Lawrence, he was like, yeah, I like to keep a light in the dark too. I was like, enough.
It's too much going on. He clearly does not give a shit.
Not
this
today.
Has been very unhelpful. So, you get what you pay for. That's that on that. And she dials another number. And when I saw Molly answer the phone in the car, I was like, I know you are fucking lying to me. Am I on shrooms?
But she got me though, because she genuinely sounded like, hey, Molly, like, let's fix this shit. I was like, is Issa growing up?
Listen, at first the conversation was going great.
So
good. She was like, I want to work on this. If Molly, if you do, then I want to work on it. And Molly has that look like, yes, alignment.
This is what
Just
I've
talking
been
about this in
for,
therapy.
dog. This is the call she's been waiting for. Because remember, every time they try to have that convo, it never pans out. So I thought, finally, we're here.
Yes.
But then
I thought the same thing. But then Issa starts talking about how she is getting back into some mess with Lawrence.
Why did that happen?
Everything's kind of crazy. And the only person she wants to talk to is Molly. And I said, oh no, bitch. Please don't call me talking about how you want to repair our relationship if you're only saying it because you're stressed out. But then when Molly turns her head while cussing Issa out, I was like, oh, this is another fucking dream sequence. Y'all niggas had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
They had me too. Usually I can spot a dream sequence, but they got me with this one.
They got me with that one. I was like, that's why I thought I was on shrooms, because this don't make no fucking sense. That's why I said, okay, I must be fucked up. I had something I didn't even know about. But back in reality, Issa has a moment of what appears to be self-realization.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, Molly might have a point.
For that.
Yes.
Clap for the awareness. It doesn't
Molly
mean you don't
might
still have fuck
point.
shit, but it means you can see it before you do it. That's the difference.
Yes.
That's the difference. That's it.
Envision how the conversation goes and don't make it about how you need her so bad because you need help. Like,
especially when y'all have not had a conversation about your problems. You can't bring her everyone else's problems you're having with. Come on, girl.
Right. So I'm proud of Issa for taking that moment and being like, okay, that ain't the way to go here. But she calls Molly for real, which also surprised me. I did not think she was going to do that. But she got the voicemail and asks if they can meet up. And then we cut to Molly.
Molly calling her back.
I thought it was like her listening to the voicemail.
Oh, was it? I thought she listened and then was calling her back like immediately.
You know what?
Yeah,
she probably was.
Which was nice because it was like, oh shit, there's they're trying, low key trying.
Exactly. And so instead of seeing her reaction to the voicemail or the phone call, we just see Issa back at Pan's where we have seen these two before, and I was like, oh. Throwback.
Memories of a better time.
Right. So the waitress is asking if she can get something started, but Issa's anxiety is clearly sky fucking high. Sis is absolutely shredding that damn napkin and talking about how she's meeting a friend, but maybe not a friend anymore, and talking about some fucking smoked salmon. Sis said, girl, do you want some liquor? Like...
I love that scene. She was so comforting. She was like, girl, relax. I got you.
So Issa orders 2 light-skinned mimosas, and while the waitress is off to get them, Molly arrives, once again fucking killing it in these fucking boots.
I
said, Yvonne, you better fucking walk. You better walk, bitch. You better fucking strut.
Shout out to Shiona who does the clothing on this damn show.
So good. Kills it every time. But Issa kind of squeals when she sees her, and I'm instantly embarrassed for this bitch. Like, girl, what are you doing?
She didn't know.
like this. Like, oh no.
And she caught herself like, all right, that was fake.
Like, oh yeah. I'm actually being fucking goofy. And I felt even more embarrassed when she like got up and they're just standing face to face till Issa like reaches in for this hug. And that's when I thought, honestly, right here, that we were watching Molly's dream. I said, this cannot be real life. I did. Because why is Issa being so fucking eager? It don't make sense to me.
But then it's awkward. You have to remember, she don't know how to regulate these emotions that are coming up in the moment, clearly.
Exactly. You have to remember that Issa is awkward as every last fuck. So she's trying to get the conversation moving. You know, she's talking about the vacation pictures. And you can see that Molly is about to give her details. And then she's like, oh, no, relationship private, shutting down. You know, we had fun. And I don't have no problem with that, actually. If you feel like you need to keep your relationship
to
yourself to work on it, that is fine with me. And she opens up more when Issa pivots to talking about her nephew. Because now she has more than one. And it's a little drama there because, you know.
They jumped right back into friend mode, which for a second was okay. But also the elephant in the room. You know, I was like, so are we going to pretend that we didn't just almost beat each other's ass a couple days ago?
Right. So like Molly talking about how old girl had this baby and left it with the family and it was born with a mustache, so her grandma think it's cursed and all that.
That sounds like something I would say.
Right. It settles the tension, but Molly is very clearly not asking Issa anything, and they're both waiting for the other to bring up the elephant in the room.
Which is crazy to me. Crazy.
Right. It is. And I was thinking, you know, Issa did make the effort to set it up, so Molly should say something. But then I thought Issa did make the effort to set it up, so maybe she should initiate the conversation too. Like,
but it shows that neither one of them want to do the work in this moment.
Right. Exactly. But thankfully the light skin mimosas come and they can make fun of Torian for spraining his ankle.
And the waitress, I just have to give her, you saw how she looked over at Issa and gave her like that reassuring nod. I just love little details like that where it's like she's letting her know like, girl, wishing you the best.
I got you. I only gave you a tablespoon of juice. Best of luck to y'all. It is awkward though that Molly takes a sip while Issa is trying to do like a cheers. It's like, oh fuck, okay.
She's like, oh yeah,
cheers, girl. But you know, as usual, alcohol came through to save the fucking day. The girls are tipsy and Issa is just finished telling her about the Dine and Dash experience, and they talking about Kyla Pratt and co. Talking about you can't trust no East Coast bitches. I said, how dare y'all do Fran like that?
Excuse me. You know, I looked, I was like, oh, okay.
I know you did. I said, okay, technically this don't apply to me, so I'm not going to be offended.
But I love how Molly was like ready to pull up on Kyla.
Yeah.
Ready to pull up.
She was like, let me know. I'll beat that bitch ass next time I'm in Maryland. But the waitress comes back with the check and Molly reaches for it, you know, as the rich friend. But Issa insists. And I said, oh, girl, last time you insisted on paying, it was very embarrassing for you. Don't do it. But thank God she has cash this time.
You saw a lot of it too. Even Molly was like, okay, bitch. Oh,
okay,
wad.
Sis, I ain't never seen Issa with that much money. Oh man, but yeah, she is really gracious in this moment. She says, you know, I probably owe you for a decade's worth of brunch, and thanks for coming. I love you even. And I'm like, this is all really sweet. But if y'all haven't discussed the shit that went down between you, then it's all still fake.
Super fake, bro.
It is. It's like super superficial, and like, I'm just not the type who can go back to a relationship pretending like we didn't disrespect the fuck out of each other.
Especially when y'all took it to that level. Like, it's one thing to be mad, but it's another thing that we almost fought.
Right. And the things y'all said to each other, and it's not shit you can just get over.
Like, yeah, no. One little diner meeting is not going to do it. And that's why I was kind of like, I was happy that they were together. It was like, to me, it was like some semblance of an effort, but I also was like, okay, so are y'all leaving it at this? Is this, you know?
Right. But then I thought, it's the first meeting. Maybe they just need to do this again and
baby stuff.
The awkwardness will break down and they can just talk about it. And Issa does mention that, if Molly's going to be around, she's going to be helping Nathan move. And I thought, oh, yeah, the move. Is is Nathan moving out so Molly can move in? What's going on with that? We'll see.
Oh, wait, no. That wouldn't make sense. Molly's crib is sick. You tripping.
I mean, but Andrews is not nothing to wrinkle your nose at.
Yeah, but it ain't no penthouse, okay? Not Molly's penthouse.
See, Fran is queen of luxury, and
I mean, never... as a tourist, we have certain comforts.
Molly's like, Fran is like, but she has.
How about you
windows,
come to my house?
So. Molly is at Andrew's house though, and he's getting off the phone with someone who I highly suspect is his brother.
Same, because he got off the phone quick.
Well, I'm gonna call you back.
You peeped. He was like, "Oh, I gotta go."
Yes, and they sit down, and Molly tells him that brunch was fine, but that it felt superficial since they didn't actually talk about anything. And I totally agree with that. It was superficial.
Yeah, straight up. And I love that she had the awareness of like, yeah, we didn't get anywhere in that convo.
Right. But Andrew, kind of presses her about why they didn't talk about it. And she's like, well, I didn't think Issa wanted to. And when he says you could have met her halfway, she just gets up and goes fixes a drink. And I'm like, all right. But Andrew has a point. She made the effort to reach out to you. So you could have said, look, let's just talk about what's been going on. Why is that so hard?
I love that he's at least has that grounded energy where he's like, come on, Molly. Like, let's look at it in all ways and try to find the middle ground. But Molly's Molly. And at this point, she's like, nope, my way or the highway.
Yep. Exactly. And so Andrew tells her, you know, I'm always on your side, but I know that you've missed Issa. And Molly, I don't know who she's lying to, herself or him, but she's like, sure as fuck don't. Only bitch I miss is the one that y'all have got to stop believing is Andrew's sister by now. Y'all have to let it go by now.
I mean, I don't know, girl.
Girl, they were watching the fucking show together.
He could still be lying about this.
We all know that SZA is LaToya. That is not.
Yeah, listen to what we're even saying. SZA is not Andrew's sister. Or
they
was
are
it
not
Cole
adopted.
With Cole and Candy as the parents. This is just a lot.
Exactly, but Andrew warns her, don't get too comfy, bitch, because Victor's in town and he brought Clippers tickets as like a peace offering, and you know how you feel about Mr. Leonard. You told me to my face that he could get it, which is rude, but
I got you.
Molly is not interested in peace offerings, not from Issa and not from Victor, period. She's like, why don't you just go,
Make it a boys'
night. Yeah.
You saw how he looked at her. He's like, girl, you are so damn rigid. Like,
yeah.
Oof.
Like, I mean, I don't know why you thought she would take a peace offering from your brother if she wasn't going to take it from her best damn friend. But all right.
Yeah.
All right. They settle down to catch up on looking for LaToya. Again, not his fucking sister. And
I don't know.
I love this conversation with the Red Lobster coworker. That white boy.
Now with her acting coach, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
this story is going so many places.
Girl, everybody in LA got an acting coach.
I just want to know what happened already. I'm exhausted. What is the story, LaToya? Where are you?
Oh, man. Issa and Koya, the intern, are just leaving a cycling studio that is down to be a part of the pop-up. And I'm like, okay, now we see what Issa is working on, another event. And I hope Koya's getting paid this time, girl. Something. You got all them 20s. Give her one. Something.
Shout out to Issa doing a wellness pop-up. I mean, if you need me to come speak
Call
on
Fran.
stage and tell any poems, I am here. I am available.
Yes, Fran will teach the girls how to weave their pubes into purses or something. I love Koya. Her awkwardness reminds me so much of Issa's.
She's like her junior.
Yes, exactly. When she's like, yeah, I had to wear a diaper cast all sophomore year when I broke my pubic bone.
Issa was like, oh, right. Way too much information, but thank you for sharing.
But then Koya pulls out a Ziploc bag of waffles. And they still
warm
because she threw the hand warmers in there.
I like how Issa was like, girl, I'm not eating that shit. And then was like, but
like,
it smells good, so give me one.
You know you want a fucking waffle. I love that Koya is on the anti-LA diet. She's
I have
trying to eat all the gluten.
I was just going to say, I have never heard someone say I am on a high gluten diet because I'm trying to be thick this weekend.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody on the coast say that. But
true, fair.
But I just love the interaction between these two, and Issa is excited about the next event even though they don't have a name for it or a space book. But Koya reminds her that they have 2 juiceries and a studio. Bitch, we finna have wellness. I'm calling hey friend hey.
You know,
it's gonna
I'll
be
be her
good.
condola because I am wondering how the fuck she is going to pull this one off without condola. Because remember, she's the guiding force.
Instrumental. She helped.
Instrumental. That is the word, Crystal. So I'm curious how this one's going to pan out. I have to say, I trust Issa. I have faith because she's, turned a new leaf. But let's not front like Condola wasn't a powerhouse in that last one.
Well, if it happens, I know we won't see it this season as far as this event. But best of luck to Issa. Hopefully she's learned some things from her time with Condola about, talking to sponsors, which maybe she has since she's gone around and gotten these people on her own. So maybe she's learned something. This bitch is showing growth. She's been working on it.
This is a season of growth, and she's excited about this, and she's confident. Remember, she's been saying she's the shit. So
Yep.
You're right.
So as Issa is getting in the car, she gets a call from her San Francisco treat.
They're cute. I know you hate it, but I love it, Crystal.
I mean,
are you coming around? Are you coming around?
First of all, calm down. Secondly, I have dated a corny nigga before, and it is nice. It's fun.
So cute.
It's a fun little conversation when you're in it, but watching 2 people have it is just like, oh my God, you weirdos belong together.
Me.
This nigga talking about he's a hamburger helper man. Like, what? Both y'all on these box dinners.
They're just corny together.
Right, but she's making the San Francisco reference, obviously, because he's there for his interview, and he says it went really well. And Issa kind of looks a little fake happy for him, but
you
maybe
that
mostly
too.
real happy.
Her face kind of shifted. Like she's like, this motherfucker might really move.
He really might, but he asked what's good in Hollywood, and I'm like, oh God, yes, the corny niggas, please keep them with one another. I know you do. But when Issa tells Lawrence about the brunch, it's a very different experience than what Molly had when she told Andrew about the brunch.
This part was bugged out, just seeing how they had they were at the same
2
place.
different pages.
2 different pages, child. Crazy.
Yes, she admits that they didn't get deep into things, but says that she knows Molly and the bitch is still cooling off. And in a couple of weeks, I'll invite her for Self-Care Sunday. And, things will be good. She says she missed Molly and it was nice to reconnect. And I said, oh no, y'all hoes. Y'all not even in the same book no more.
My God, what a one-sided conversation that was. Jesus.
Right. I felt for Issa then. I was like, oh, you finna get your heart broken.
Sure
I can tell. But Lawrence says, maybe they just needed some space before they could come together again, which obviously applies to the situation between the 2 of them as well.
Did you see how they both smiled?
Doing a little smile like we just needed to.
When you give each other butterflies over the phone.
Yeah. And he gets off the phone singing the fucking Rice-A-Roni theme song.
Oh my God.
Oh, Fran,
injected
please.
Into my
Fran's
veins.
Heart, yes. It's her heart is fucking exploding. Oh man. Anyway, Issa shows up at Nathan's to help him move, and she is rehearsing all the different ways that she might approach him.
She's like, how do I not fuck this dude?
Hey, buddy. Konnichiwa, bitch, please stop.
She is a mess.
She is. She settles on a very enthusiastic, my nigga. And then
he's like, what up?
Right. Like he tries to hug her and she dodges it and does like a really awkward dap and
just trying to be dry and forcing it though, because he looked fine as hell when she opened that damn door.
Damn,
I was like, Issa, you are playing with fire.
Honestly, for half a second, I was like, my bitch finna fuck him.
No, I knew she wouldn't, but I still was like, she's playing. She's playing.
I would have. But yeah, she's there. This is obviously the new place, and she's helping unpack. You know, she starts with the books, and then when he walks up behind her, she gets uncomfortable. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go."
Child, she ran to the other room.
Over there.
She's like, "Don't you come up around my neck now."
Right. And I'm like, bitch, just tell him. You over here calling him bruh and all this. Like,
yelling
just
it. She yelled it.
him.
He looked over like, okay.
Right. But Nathan has, you know, his own good news. He and his friends are about to buy out the barbershop, which is huge.
Congratulations.
Right.
He tells
Yay.
her hustle
And-
invigorated his. I like that.
Which I thought, oh, that's so sweet. Now it's your turn to get your feelings hurt, Nathan.
Oh,
because
man. Breakups to makeups. Jesus.
Right. That's when he starts talking about needing some shout outs, you know, to help the business. And Issa's like, oh, yeah, I'll send you my rates and they not set and all this. But that's when he walks up to her talking about cutting a deal and saying he'll earn it. I said,
The way he said that line, I had to pause.
I said,
for a
let's
second.
just pause.
I had to pause. I was like, oh,
Is it warm?
Oh, man.
Is it warm in here? How long have I been in this apartment by myself? It's hot.
I had to be like, we're fixing things with Lawrence. We're fixing things with Lawrence. We're fixing
Exactly.
things with Lawrence. Don't do this.
Finally breaks down and tells him that she and her ex started seeing each other again. And his whole demeanor is just like,
Yo.
oh, okay. Oh.
His whole face dropped. I actually got a little bit shook in this point. I don't know if you felt that, where I was like, I hope he doesn't turn into a fucking asshole now.
All right. I thought he was going to say Molly was right. You was just using
That's
me.
what I'm saying. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
please don't. You know how some people, when they get hurt, the fucking daggers come out because they don't know how to process in the moment. I was hoping we didn't go there,
Right.
but we didn't.
And they just want to hurt you back, which honestly is a feeling I can understand.
Of course.
And it's very difficult for me not to just say something heinous when somebody hurts my feelings with the truth. But, you know, I'm growing as well.
Hello.
I just don't like being the only one with their feelings hurt. But, you know, he's like, oh, so this the nigga you cheated on?
Ooh.
And when she's like, oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
True, but you know, times are different.
And he even like does a little laugh when she says it's still new. And when she was like, nigga, what's funny? He was like, I'm just saying, I thought you was over that shit. And then he starts taking these shots at Lawrence.
I mean,
calling the
you knew it
nigga
was coming.
sometimey.
Which can we pause for a second? The nerve, the utter gall
Yeah.
for his
Yeah.
ghosting ass to talk about who is sometimey.
Right. And when he says that, you know, he hopes Lawrence keeps his shit together this time, that's when Issa was like, all right, enough on my man, because at least Lawrence uses his words and don't just disappear. I said, hell yeah, let's get to the motherfucking root.
I hear that.
Let's do it.
She was like, this is what we're not going to do.
Yes, Issa, the queen of having difficult conversations in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the rest of this scene. The fact that Nathan went on ahead and decided to be vulnerable, says he didn't just disappear, but, you know, also found out that he's bipolar and that the diagnosis was actually a relief for him, which I have heard from multiple people. It's
Same.
like,
I felt
we can
that
finally
was
put a
such
name on it.
Big line. Yes.
Yes.
I found out I'm bipolar.
Oh, shit.
Nah, no, I just told you that I was feeling depressed, but when I went back to Houston, I found out for sure. And honestly, that was a relief.
I'm so sorry you went through all that. And then I didn't see it.
Nah, I ain't know how to talk about it. You know, I
He was
scared
afraid,
people wouldn't
rightfully
understand.
so, that the
They
stigma
called
would
me
make people
crazy.
want to disconnect from him or that they would call him crazy, start
Yeah.
to ostracize. And I just thought, damn, that's so real. And that's why we have to stop acting like having bipolar means that you can't be a good friend or a good
partner
or
Yeah.
employee.
Word
or,
up.
Right, whatever else, especially since he's taking care of himself now. He's handling his shit. But he said that sorting through all of it made him realize what kind of people he wants in his life. And Issa is it.
Man.
And he appreciates her for
Ooh,
real. And I just
man.
love this.
And can I just say, I'm so thankful that Issa didn't pressure him or make him feel bad for not having told her. Do you notice she didn't bring that up? She just like held space for him to speak and share what he was sharing. And then once he finished, she was like, thank you for sharing. And I thought that was so important. She was like, why didn't you tell me? You could have told me. You know, she could have beat him up about it and she didn't. And I thought that
because she's no longer making shit about her. Remember earlier she had that moment?
You know, that awareness in that moment of this isn't about how you made me feel. This is about what you were going through. Huge. Right. And I love seeing it.
Because Issa was clearly there was still a little bit of hurt there.
Yeah, that's why she
the fact
brought it
that he
up.
ghosted her. Right. But when he was real with her about what happened, she just let him talk about his fucking experiences.
So
it was
big.
So nice. I love the mutual appreciation between the two of them, and the tension breaks. And, you know, he puts her ass right on back to work. Like, bitch, don't think that just because...
I love that. He said, just because I got all sincere and shit.
Yeah, don't think that you're not still working. And I'm like, yes, if these two can be genuine friends, because I love the two of them together.
That would be interesting if we could see them being... But I don't know, because the sexual tension...
Exactly.
He a little too fine to be my friend. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking y'all can be friends today while you get the move in. And then y'all need to not really kick, especially solo. Y'all do not need to kick it
and
solo.
Then I'm going to need to not call you ever the fuck again if I'm trying to work this out with Lawrence. This is just tricky territory, you know?
It is, but I love the moment that they had with each other. I love that they both were mature about this difficult conversation and they came to a mutual understanding. It could be like that with Molly, but anyway.
But it has to work both ways.
It does. So Molly, speaking of, comes home to Andrew's house with food. And did you sense a little irritation from Andrew?
Yes, that she did not order what they agreed and decided to change it on her own. That part?
Right. She was like, yeah, but their nod was a nod. Okay, bitch, but don't just make a change without fucking
calling
saying something to me about it
first.
That's
the fuck I wanted to eat. I saw his face. He was like, you're annoying.
Right. She asks about the night before with Andrew and his brother at the game, and they had a great time. You know, he even got to sit next to Amigo. Not sure which one. Which I was thinking,
at that part. Dead.
Yeah, I'm glad you recognize that. You probably should know.
Come on, Mr. Live
which
Nation.
one? You probably should know which one is which. But Andrew makes sure to mention that it was awkward without Molly there because the invite was for both of them and that he just made up an excuse. But Molly rightfully tells him that she didn't ask him to lie.
Right,
which is
I didn't
true.
tell you to do that.
She didn't, and you know I don't like your fucking brother. But that's when Andrew was like, okay, but are you just gonna ignore him forever? Because that is my brother.
She's like, yes.
Right. She gave him that look like...
That's exactly what I'm planning
absolutely.
on doing.
He's not coming to our wedding. Don't know what you're talking about.
Andrew Molly is seeing this rigidity, man. He's like, God damn.
Molly is talking about how she don't even know why Andrew would ask her to be in an uncomfortable position. And that's when Andrew says, yeah, but you could at least try. And then we hear the door shut. Uh-oh.
Look who it is.
Issa and Nathan definitely heard the tail end of that fight. Absolutely. And you know she's been trying to keep her relationship shit private from Issa.
Under
so she
wraps.
Really did not like
that
happened.
She perked up. She was like, hello, everyone.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
How are you?
Right. And so it's obviously awkward, but... You know, Molly says they were just chilling, and Issa starts singing "It's So Cold in the D," which is a Negro classic. And the fact that Nathan was like, yeah, how the fuck do we supposed to keep peace? And then the two of them, Molly and Andrew, are just like, what the fuck?
They're like, all right, can we talk about how cute the fact that Issa and Nathan have that similar Lawrence and Issa banter where they just get each other's corny jokes and humor and can just build on. I know.
That's
see your
why
face.
It's dangerous. That's why it's dangerous, girl.
How you get two good ones?
Damn, Issa, you could fucking share.
Give me one.
Yeah. They are trying to get out of there ASAP, but Molly and Andrew share a look, and he's like, you know, we just talked about how you could try.
That's it.
And Molly extends the olive branch, says, yeah, you know, we have plenty of food, stay for dinner. And Issa tries to play it off like she's not hungry, but she can't keep that up for long. Issa,
I love that part because that's so me. I'm such the one that'll be like, no, I'm okay. Meanwhile, my stomach grumbling and shit.
I
love
and
how
Nathan looked at her like,
yes,
bitch.
He looked at her like, speak for your motherfucking self. Bitch
He's
is
like, I don't
hungry.
know what that bitch was talking about.
We've
I'm
been
finna go get me
packing
something to
boxes
eat.
all day. You gonna talk about no? I'm not hungry.
Yeah, no, bitch, I'm starving. And I love that Andrew frames it as like a little farewell dinner. And I'm like, this might be really nice.
Right? They're trying.
Yeah. They're all sitting around drinking and talking, making fun of Nathan because he ain't never had guacamole, which does not make sense.
He said it's baby food.
Which, I mean, if your baby can eat guacamole, well, babies can't eat guacamole, but
Just
still.
not on
like,
the spicy side. But yeah, I get what he's saying.
It's still good though, nigga. When Molly asks him about his new place, he downplays it, but Issa is calling it hella nice, especially compared to that first one that she had. And that sends her and Molly on a trip down memory lane, girl. The window right over the dumpster, the stain that grew till it looked like Suge Knight.
Jokes, bro.
Yeah, but they had some good ass times in that stink box. You know, they played games like Issa's game that she made up, Celebrity Height.
The drinking game.
Sounds to me like the dumbest fucking drinking game
love
of all
it.
time.
I want to do
You
it.
would.
I want to do it. Next time I
You
see
drink.
you, I'll have kombucha. It'll be fine.
That is not the same. Your kombucha buzz is not, your probiotics do not count.
Yo, kombucha gets you lit. Don't sleep.
No, ma'am. Kombucha gets you lit. You and only you. Oh, man. So, you know, Nathan is down to play Celebrity Height and Issa is excited about it. But then Molly gives that face. And
You
it's like,
saw.
oh,
She looked over
yeah.
at Andrew like, how much longer do I have to pretend?
Right.
Can they go?
Exactly.
It's been over an hour, brother.
That was exactly the face that she gave. And so Issa's like, you know, we can just leave if y'all are tired. But Molly is still trying. So she's like, yeah, let's just play. And at first, this was so fun. The fact that they started out with Bernie Sanders, all of them were dead wrong.
First
The
of all, is he
commentary.
really 6 feet tall?
I think he is.
Even I paused. I was like, what? I thought he was my height.
That's when I said, okay, maybe this is not the dumbest celebrity, or maybe this is not the dumbest drinking game I've
cute.
ever heard
We're
of.
playing, I'm telling you.
When Andrew was like, but he yells like a much smaller man. I think that's what it is. He does all that yelling and pointing, so people think he's a short old man.
That complex is short man complex.
Yes, child. We're moving on to Niecy Nash, who is just fine. I agree, Nathan. She is fucking fine.
Period.
And while Andrew is up to get another bottle of wine, he and Molly share a glance, and she fires off a text. But instead of sending it to Andrew, she sent it to the bitch she was talking about.
Oof, gosh. This has happened to me with screenshots, but not like that. Have you ever sent the screenshot to the person you were screenshotting? Talk about heart coming out of your ass.
No, there's too much Virgo in my life for that.
You're like, I'm way too attentive for that to
I am way too attentive for that.
Ooh, Jesus. Heart
Fran.
out the ass. So I felt her in this moment, but damn.
I was so uncomfortable. I had to pause it. I was like, let me go do something else.
You're like, I can't step into this. I can't step into this.
It was too much for me. I could not believe it. I was like, fuck. How is Issa gonna handle this? But I thought she was really mature about it.
She fucking left.
Texted her right back. I don't think this was for me. And then abruptly stands up to leave. And Molly does at least chase after her. But we see Issa outside. She's already on the phone,
calling
ordering
her
a lift.
Yep.
And finally, Molly comes outside. I was like, you took the time to put on your fucking heels.
I mean, come on, it's dirty outside.
I mean, I would have shoved my feet in Andrew's slides or something and just went outside. Like, why are you so? But anyway, that's not the point. I actually do really love this conversation that they're having outside because they're both making really good points without taking cheap shots at each other.
Right. And they're
it starts off really well.
Finally having the combo we have been waiting for all fucking season long.
I was trying to get us back to where we were, but I didn't realize it was so hard for you to be around me. And you say you're trying, but it feels like I'm the only one who's putting in any effort.
By inviting me to brunch and playing old drinking games? Girl, we haven't even talked about what's really going on.
Because I didn't know you wanted to talk about it. But okay, let's talk about the block party then.
This is bigger than that. We have been off for months.
Yeah, I know. That's why I reached out. But I can't be the only one who wants to make this work, Molly.
But this part was crazy because Molly legit was like, maybe you're right, girl. Like,
girl. So when Issa is like pleading with this girl.
You see her heart.
I can't be the only one who wants this to work. And I'm thinking this is how romantic relationships and friendship relationships can be so much alike.
So
because
similar.
Molly says, you know, maybe who I am now and who you are now just don't fit anymore. And that's it. That is the official friend breakup in my eyes.
Fucking A.
Yeah,
But I have to say, I do not think this would be going down if Andrew wasn't in Molly's life.
What do you mean?
I really, you ever have those friends that when they're in relationships, they don't know how to balance being a partner with someone and having friendships? They're like all
not since
in.
college. But yes, I remember that vaguely.
Yeah, everyone has that one friend that when they're in a relationship, you are not going to see them anymore.
Oh, yeah. That's trifling. Please
and
don't
this
be
is
that
what
person.
that's given me, because I really feel like if Andrew wasn't with her, she would be trying to work this out with Issa. I really feel that way.
Well, I didn't think nothing of it at that point. I definitely wasn't thinking along those lines.
Yeah.
I just noticed that Issa is making all the faces you make when you just got dumped.
Oh my God.
It's like the pain of somebody saying, of you saying, hey, I want to fix this. And somebody saying, yeah,
I don't.
No. Yeah. It just hurts. But she manages to get out and okay. And that's when Molly says, okay. And that's when I got pissed. This is what I cannot fucking stand about Molly.
Don't bait
Bitch,
me.
you are a grown-ass fucking woman. Did you expect me to put up a fight when you said that maybe we're just not a fit anymore?
That's
You're
exactly what she wanted. She baited
I am not
her.
going to chase you, bitch. I am not fucking chasing you or your approval. Who the fuck do you think you are? If I say I need you to show me that you want our friendship to work and you say, well, maybe we just don't fit anymore, bitch, that's it. We're done.
End of
Begging
story.
people.
Nothing else.
I'm not going to beg you.
Yeah.
Period.
I will say that part did irritate me because it's almost like she was hoping that Issa was going to stand there and freak out and cry and tell her all the ways that they need to fix this. And when Issa was like, okay.
Yeah. Like,
she
bitch,
was like,
if you
bitch,
feel
that's
that
it.
way, fine. I'm not chasing you.
You're
I
not
don't
going to
know
grovel for me?
You are. No, bitch. Who do you think you are? Again, begging people is not the fucking move when they have told you that they do not want to be in your life. Begging people to stay with you in any capacity who have just rejected you to your face is a form of self-betrayal that Issa is not doing no damn more.
And I
She's
love
finished.
it. She was done. I love that you saw her eat it in that moment too.
Yep.
She didn't want that to be the end clearly, but she was like, there's nothing else to say. I'm going to take this L and I'm going to keep it the fuck moving. And it's sad that she's like repairing things with Lawrence and then losing Molly. I'm like, fuck.
Yep. She got in the damn car. Molly went back in the house, and that is the end of episode 9.
God damn.
Woo, shit. A lot of shit went down.
It's a lot of emotions. Started off sweet, ended off bitter.
Yes. Again, one of my favorite episodes of the season.
Same.
Molly, I hate that I was on your side for so much of this, and then you just had to piss me off so fucking bad at the end. That made me so mad because I have been friends with people who fully expect you to chase their love.
Yeah.
And it takes me back to a very bad place. I got so
I think
mad
all
at
of
this
us
bitch.
got PTSD from that dynamic. I definitely was like, girl, I'm not your mama or your daddy or whatever happened that's making you trying to recreate this dynamic, girl. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Ooh.
Yeah,
Molly.
So what are we thinking for next week? The finale, girl.
I mean, shit. I guess my eye is on this Nathan, Lawrence, Issa triangle. If it's a triangle, like you said, it could also be very well, Nathan and Issa moving into the friendship zone. We'll see, but my eye is on that more than anything.
Oh, I think Lawrence is going to get the job in San Francisco.
And he's moving. He's leaving.
Well, he's going to, I think it's going to be a question of whether Issa is going to
go with him.
I mean, but I can't see Issa leaving LA.
Well, she can. She's building her brand in LA.
Right.
Like, that would be crazy.
So maybe they'll try to make a long distance thing work. I don't know. But if Lawrence leaves, that opens the door for Nathan.
Yo, you took it right out of my damn mouth. I was going to say, or they realize they can't actually make this work because he has to leave to SF. But it's beautiful in a way because it's like closure. Like, it's like, we're not on bad terms. We actually still love each other. We could have made it work, but life took us in different directions, and it's all love. And that's a great way to let things out, especially with the Issa and Lawrence storyline.
For sure.
He goes on to do his tech shit and be fly. And then her and Nathan, you see how they invigorate each other business-wise. They inspire each other. He pushes her. She pushes him.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
I'm just saying, girl, if Lawrence has to go to San Francisco, you do have a perfectly fine backup right there.
Oh, my God. Condola's
I'm just
back.
saying.
Yo, that would be a plot twist, yo.
Condola?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Condola would be like, I'll
Hell
go with
no.
you to SF.
I was talking about, no. Fran, absolutely the fuck not.
Could you imagine?
I was talking about fine ass Nathan swooping in and
Her
taking that nigga's
backup.
spot.
I thought you meant his backup.
Oh,
Him
no.
having a
he
backup.
needs to be. He's gonna move to San Francisco and
start
marry
fresh.
a white girl. Yeah, but
Stop. Dead.
Oh man, and I think that Andrew is gonna break up with Molly.
I do too now.
Yep,
I have to say
he's about sick of her shit.
I do too. I think the brother thing, he cannot be with someone that is just never gonna fuck with his brother. I feel like he's probably really family oriented and is just not gonna have that dynamic in his life, which is fair.
Yeah, I mean, and because it's extra fair because he was on Molly's side when the shit happened.
And the brother
was
tried,
dead ass wrong.
And he
Right.
tried. He's like, I'm gonna fix it. But if she's not meeting him halfway, what the fuck is he supposed to do?
Right. And how many times am I supposed to sit here and wait for you to be over it? But it's not just with the brother. It's also with him. You know, she makes decisions and just expects him to be okay with it.
It's a pattern.
It's also with
like her
Issa.
therapist said, it's just a straight up pattern.
I said, damn, this is what happens when you go to therapy and you get read right to your face and then you just flounce away like didn't nothing happen. She said, oh, that was a nice chat. See you later.
That's
and
why you can't just go to the therapist event. You actually have to integrate the app, like the information. Like, where's the work?
You have to do the fucking work.
Where's the work, Molly? We need to see that part of the therapy where it's you.
Yeah, I think Molly is going to be kind of devastated and try to reach out to Issa and find out that she's been blocked. And
fucking
and that'll be that. But girl, we gonna have to see next week for episode 10, the season finale of Insecure.
Wait a minute. Before you go, you actually just triggered another thought. Hold on. So Andrew leaves Molly. Lawrence leaves Issa. And they're both butthurt. And maybe that brings them together.
Oh, gross. No.
You just don't know with this damn show. Maybe they call each other and realize, like, fuck, we're both just fucked up right now. And actually come together because of it.
It's true. I mean, okay, that's true, but I want Issa to make Molly prove herself.
Fair.
Because after the way she broke up with her,
yeah,
it shouldn't be that easy for you to come back in my life after you just said you don't think we a fit. Like, girl, kiss my ass. But we will see.
Yeah, but we'll see. You never know. It might be the fucking couch scene again. Like,
oh no. Oh,
remember the end of that season?
Maybe we'll end with Lawrence moving out and them sitting on the couch.
Oh my
yes.
God. You see it.
Alignment.
Watch none of this shit happen. We're gonna be
okay, we be wrong as fuck. Wrong as fuck. But we'll find out next week when Insecure airs, Sunday night, 10 p.m. on HBO. And don't forget to hit us up on social media. Use the hashtag Insecurity. That's INSECURITEA. And let Fran know all of your ridiculous conspiracy theories.
You saying let Fran know. Not me, but Fran. No, come on, bring it. Y'all been saying some wild shit. I love it.
Y'all encourage Fran with all them fucking conspiracy. Y'all be putting the battery in her back. It's y'all fault.
Conspiracy theory gang. I'm here. I'm with it. I have the platform to amplify, okay?
Oh my God, girl. All right. Can't wait to see what you guys think about this episode. Till next week, I'm Crystal.
And I'm Hey Fran, hey.
Woo! And we'll see y'all back for the finale.
Bye. Insecurity, the Insecure After Show, is a Loudspeaker Studios production in association with Team Epiphany. We're your hosts, Crystal and Fran. Our producers, Matt Raz.
The executive producers are Chris Morrow and Matt Raz. Our associate producer is Tyrell Worley. And the show is engineered and edited by Dwayne Crawford. Thanks, everybody.
Brr, 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 brr.